Hi, this is Marshall from the Card Merchant Pro team, here with my top 4 deck profile from the New Zealand North Island Championship. I played Labrynth, and this is the list. We've got 2 Lady, 1 Lovely, 3 Ariana, 3 Chandra, 3 Stovey, and 1 Clock. The furniture are very good cards, and the clock is important. Don't play 3. Because we can fit these cards, we play them. Always good just to have hand traps in general, especially in such an open format. You can't just play only trap cards right now as much as I would love to.
Why did you pick those 6?
Oh, why these?
Yeah. Why not something else?
I think everyone's playing Ash. Everyone knows why you're playing Ash right now, because Branded is the best deck if Ash didn't exist, if Ash wasn't in anyone's list, so these are in everyone's list. Imperm, obviously it works the best with your own engine, because it's another trap that you can set from Lady. That's about it, really. It's another trap. You know, Imperm's still just an objectively good card. Typically ends up being like the second hand trap you play anyway, but it's nice that it also works with your own cards, triggers Lady, all that.
Do you wish you played more than 6?
Than the 6? I considered others. I cited some more, but yeah, you have some space issues with the cards that I was trying out, so I'll keep going. We've got Field Spell in 3 Extrav. Extrav as opposed to the previously popular Prosperity, because it helps to offset the furniture discards, which, you know, these cards are very strong, but yeah, like going first, if you like Prosperity and this is the only engine you find, you discard that, you don't have many cards left, so especially like you get Ash on that Welcome you set, you end up with not much. So you gotta play this. Also has the boon of not showing your opponent the top 6 cards of your deck and showing them all the tech they have to play around for the rest of the game, which is something I hate about Prosperity in a deck like this. 3 Welcome, 3 Big Welcome, yeah, I'm not cutting Welcome to 2. 3 Solemn Strike, 3 Skill Drive. This is where I think it gets a bit more interesting. Like the strike, it's absent in a few lists, but it usually makes the cut there, and it just wins you games, even though sometimes it also loses you games. But you probably would lose games anyway, regardless of whether you had it or not. This is the more newer edition. So we figured out that Gamma was obviously a very good card for this deck, and now that we're not really going to be able to play that anymore, we've got this card instead. Of course, it does the same function as Gamma would in the old deck, where you're not normal summoning a monster, you just set pass and then you negate their Ash or Bell, whatever. Make sure the Welcome goes through so you can clock combo. So that's what this card is for, but it also is very good going second. So it helps a lot, especially like there's not a huge amount of Omni negates in the format, but there's decks like Sprite that still have carrots can be a bit of a pain. Well, they can just be dumb and not negate Welcome. You get Lovely out and then they can't carrot anything. Now one-off traps, Punishment, just a good card. Easy one to set when your opponent still has things on the board by the end of the turn. Karma Cannon, you have to play this card. I know people only really started playing this card in Labrynth because of Pearly. But I was already playing this card before then. There are just so many cards that are difficult to out. Random Making Dragoon, any Sprite that's playing Avramax, a lot of that stuff, and this helped out all of those. I play 1 Compulse, which people don't seem to be too faithful on, but I love this card too much in Labyrinth. This is just my comfort pick. It's like the easiest thing to set off of Lady if you don't need engine, but you not sure what you might need later on, because this can help you out cards, but it also helps you OTK with the field spell. D-Barrier, Eradicator. Yeah. These are what you're clocking for, depending on the deck. If you know it's branded, you go for that, of course, but outside of that, it's this. Didn't really D-Barrier many people on the actual event day, but this card's very good. And yeah, Eradicated this guy, so I could play it for 6 twice, so that was cool. Cool deck, by the way. Here's the extra deck. This is interesting. Here's 3 Natis, 2 Garura, 2 Bucephalus. Tell me if you're falling asleep. Here's Fossil Warrior, Malong. Yeah, I did play with Malong on the weekend. Ran this card too. Here's 2 copies of Chaos Angel, 2 Muckraker. The extra deck is not too important in this. Chaos Angel's good, but I only end up making it like a few times. Like every 3 matches, I'll end up getting in a position where it's the right play. This can help you get extra damage, and that's pretty much it.
Oh, and also those 2 work together, right?
These 2, Yeah, like yeah. So if you go on a Chaos Angel with a Lady or Lovely plus Stovey, you can link it off the Muckraker, and then it's in the grave, and then your field spell can trigger to revive this, and this is a banishment special. So it's a cute play. It doesn't come up often because it's quite a neg, and you want to be able to keep the big fiend up to keep your big welcomes live. So you need to be able to like have access to another. One Baguska and one Lingaribo because you've got the space, and this is like. If you stick a Baguska down, it's not going to happen often, but you can just win the game. You can keep reviving it with the field spell.
Did you ever loop Maguska?
No, it didn't come out. It's the sort of thing where you don't go out of your way for. It's like if you happen to have an Ariana in the end phase, and you drew an Ariana, then you can get into a loop with Baguska where you keep reviving it on their turn, and then it kills itself on your turn. But no, it didn't happen this time, but it is a cute play. For my side deck, we've got 3 copies of Joel, still a very good card. A lot of decks that can lose to this. Like I played a lot of Sprite matches, and like 3 of them were Adventure Sprite, which just plays hard on this. I got someone to pass their turn after Fenrir Search, really not playing around Joel. That was my top 8, so that was a free pick. Then some missteals. We are terrified of branded Sanctifying for Jinzo, so that's pretty good. They also branded in red for Gunning Chimera in the end phase. You know, standard branded things. They actually can really cook Lab if they're not going and floodgating. You need the D-barrier loops for that deck. Here's 2 Lava Golem and 2 Radiant. I was very indecisive about this because I love this card, and since it's a diverse metagame, this is just, it cooks everything, right? But because I'm still respecting Cash Terror, this had to be on my list somewhere. And so they can still function with each other anyway. But yeah, had to decide to go 2-2 on that. 1 Harpies. This was a very quick inclusion. Decided I actually did want some removal there. I don't know, most decks have background nowadays, so that's what I saw. And then Deck Devi, you just, against Sprite, you just swap this for this when you're going first. That's pretty much it. Or anyone like coping or super heavy. Good card. 2 Lord of the Heavenly Prism. This is my 14th and 15th card here. I decided this would be my going first card. I hadn't played Judgment in a wee while, and I was considering playing it again. You know, you've got quite a few traps in the main deck. This is 20 traps, so you do have a bit that you need to protect. But when you've got like mainly engine, like evenly doesn't matter too much. It's like, okay, I'll keep a skill drain, I'll flip the rest of my welcomes. So I decided not to play Judgment and instead do this because it functions as protection, but it also helps you pull off a clock combo because it can like set Eradicator from the deck. So you can, if you have big welcome plus him, you've got combo. And that's the entire list. So yeah, I was happy with the finish. It was 7 rounds of Swiss where I played 4 Sprite, and then the rest were all just one-off decks. The deck performed reasonably well. I didn't win many dice rolls, so I was very happy to do it, though that also meant I did go to a lot of game 3s, so you have to kind of risk that when you're playing such a slow deck. Shout out to the Car Merchant Pro Team. Shout out to Dino for also making top 4 at the event. We'll be coming to the Oceanic World Championship qualifier very soon. We're really looking forward to it. And please don't forget to look at carmerchanthamilton.co.nz if you're looking for singles. We ship internationally. All new stuff and all the old goodies too. Thank you.